Welcome to the scene. Pulling the signal line is like shooting a basketball straight into the sky. The camp sentry immediately spotted this. The red signal bag means get ready to battle. The sentry sounded the alarm. Time flew by. Everyone gathered swiftly, obeying the general's command. Everyone quickly took their positions. Just as the gates closed, a girl safely entered like in slow motion. She's the general's daughter. She hurriedly reported the alien invasion news to her dad. Dad, you have a daughter. The general thought she was scared, talking nonsense. He ordered her to take the kids to the shelter. Everyone held their breath, ready to go. The tense atmosphere had only the sound of heavy heartbeats in the air, and suddenly, the guards launched in it. The general realized things were bad. The wall turned to rubble, though settling later. A gang of 3-meter-tall monsters lumbered out like giant humans, and the guards immediately launched an attack. Bullets fired one after another at the monsters, who acted like giant sponges, completely unfazed. Humans had no fight back. Like lambs for dinner, monsters held a summer barbecue, while the general drove madly shooting. Easily knocked over by monsters, his head was pinned under the car. Nervous as a bird, the girl clambered out of the top floor to rescue her father. It was this move that saved him. A boy witnessing his buddy get attacked completely snapped and dashed towards the shelter looking for cover. Unfortunately, he was pierced by a monster, and the shelter was laid bare to the monsters. Seeing this, the general sank into despair. He pushed through the pain to pull his injured leg from under the car, grabbed a weapon, and crazily shot at the monsters. But this toy was useless. Just as the monsters were about to strike, a spaceship descended from above, and a figure leapt down from the skies. The Spartan sergeant burst onto the scene like a superhero and took the monsters down with style. Seeing the sergeant sprint towards him, the general shouted, raised his gun, but the sergeant leaped effortlessly, doing a 360-degree flip. He successfully took down that monster. The general never expected the sergeant would help someone from the resistance, and shortly after, Spartan archers fell from the sky one after another, and the once unstoppable monsters crumbled under the assault of the Spartans. The tide turned instantly. Spartan wars boosted the morale of the surviving resistance fighters. Even the 88-year-old man got pumped up. The snipers on the wall were spotted by monsters and faced frenzied attacks, leading to a disastrous fall from the wall. The sergeant spotted this. Both sides retaliated, but due to distance, neither could break defenses. Soon, the sergeant ran out of bullets and grabbed a nearby Gatling gun, determined to give it another go. Before long, the monsters were all wiped out. The general looked at the ground filled with bodies, heart heavy, lamenting, yet thankful his daughter, Sayoha, was still alive. But just as he felt relieved, an injured monster spotted Sayoha, instantly making the general anxious. He shot while walking toward the monster, successfully grabbing its attention, but at a great cost. The monster knocked his weapon away. The monster lifted him with one hand, and in Sayoha's terrified gaze, the sergeant saw it from a distance and rushed over. The sergeant shot the monster relentlessly until, at that point, everyone in the camp was dead except for Sayoha. Then, the Spartan squad followed Sayoha's clues and arrived at the spot where the alien spaceship was seen. In a cave beneath the spaceship, they discovered a mysterious object floating in mid-air, like an alien gift. The sergeant approached to take it, but the moment he touched it, the mysterious item lit up like a Christmas tree. Energy quickly formed a halo, illuminating the entire cave, while Dr. Catherine witnessed it all. She saw the connection between the sergeant's power and the energy and suddenly had a realization, while the monsters lurking in the dark froze. Just as the sergeant connected with the energy, darkness suddenly engulfed him, and childhood memories flooded his mind, leaving him in a daze. His teammates quickly pulled him back, freeing him from the illusion. The sergeant mused that this mysterious object was quite the strange fellow. Just as both were distracted, the monster took off, trying to carry this important information back. Coincidentally, it bumped into unlucky Sayoha, and by the time the sergeant chased out, the monster had already flown away and the sergeant told the team to go ahead, head follow with Sayoha and the object. When Sayoha woke, she was en route to headquarters. At this moment, a woman's head appeared. She was sent to negotiate with Sayoha, revealing that the monsters wreaking havoc were Star Alliance soldiers. People were just not on the same page. Headquarters hopes Sayoha will speak out, urging rebels to join Union, fight Star Alliance. Seeing her cluelessness, headquarters ordered Sayoha's execution, but the sergeant, influenced by the mysterious object, regained courage. She couldn't bring herself to kill this innocent girl, so she unplugged the spaceship's monitor, choosing to save her. Headquarters swiftly reacted, deciding to remotely shut off oxygen, causing Sayoha to faint from hypoxia. Just as Sayoha was about to faint, the sergeant dashed over and caught her, and then he cut off the oxygen system in the sergeant's armor, trying to force her to comply, but her determination was rock solid. vowing to save Sayoha. Eventually, she bravely opened the manual oxygen valve, and both of them managed to escape successfully. However, unfortunately, Sayoha misinterpreted it as the sergeant attempting to kill her. The sergeant removed her helmet for the very first time in the presence of outsiders, her face etched with pain as she asked, "Do you want me dead?" This maneuver was enough for the headquarters to suspect her of betrayal, causing the commander to erupt like a volcano. She ordered the spaceship to land at the launch pad remotely and launched a full-on capture attempt. Higher-up saw Spartan soldiers as disposable tools, but Dr. Catherine viewed the sergeant as her most successful creation.